Morning, everyone. James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to film a very short vlog, just a brief update on the situation that recently happened in the last video, guys. So once again, this is really just me talking at home. If you're out looking for a Junkyard Fox video with sexy knife action and campfires and all that stuff, this is not the one for you. So this is really just me talking. So I suggest you check out the other videos. This is mainly pertaining, connected to the last video where the camping gone wrong one. So anyway, let's go ahead and start it off. First things first, thank you so much. I am overwhelmed and just humbled at the sheer amount of support, the outreach of people, all the comments, all the messages, all the donations, guys. I mean, everyone from, family to people that first time I'm ever speaking to them, and you didn't have to do that, so that's not lost on me, and I'm never gonna get to the point where I take these things for granted, particularly in a situation like that was quite rattling, to be honest. So thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me, to be to have so many people care for me when you don't even know me, that kind of stuff. But anyway, thank you guys so much, especially those who donated. In that video, I did, put my PayPal, and I asked if, you could send a couple bucks our way so we can repair the truck as soon as possible. Truth be told, out of the 800 needed, I was hoping I could get like about 200 in donations, and then I would shell out the rest, the other 600, and boom, we'll have the truck fixed. You guys donated to the point that the entire thing, the entire 800 bucks will be covered by donations. In fact, it went over 1,000. So there's even some left over, and I'll address that later on. So thank you guys. That is incredible. That's super awesome. You guys are incredible people. A lot of the donations, were, people that I've never spoken to previously. And then a lot of them were also a lot of people that we have a relationship already. People that I've known for years online, even if I maybe have never met you in person. But I mean, whether it was $5 or $100, I am just, it's in my heart, man. It really is in my heart. And I'm so very grateful for that, guys. So, I understand, it's money, in this economy and stuff. That's not easy. And some people were sending $100, and that's, once again, that is no easy feat. So I am very grateful, guys. I really am. So with that out of the way, just an update. It looks like I will be getting my truck back on Wednesday, because I'm not driving it right now. I'm not moving it. I don't want to risk getting pulled over, and then regardless of the situation, I just don't want any more hassles. So I'm just letting it rest. The truck's taking a couple days off, and in about 3 days I should have it back, and then a couple extra days to clean it from all the shards of the glass in there and all that stuff. So it looks like in 2 weeks we'll be back to normal, basically. So once again, thank you all so much for that. So like I said, folks, the donations have already exceeded. Okay, so 100% of the damages on the windows are getting covered by all the PayPal donations. So once again, thank you so much. In fact, it surpassed the $800. So what I'm planning to do is get the truck fixed, of course. As of time of filming this video, it's Sunday afternoon. It looks like by Wednesday I should be getting it back, ready to roll, brand new windows. And then after that, I'm going to get it like a deep clean, like vacuum, to make sure that there's no glass shards that I later on sit down on, or once again, they mix with our camping gear, and then later on, they're on our blankets or whatever. So I want to make sure that, take care of the truck. And then I also want to, with the PayPal donations, also want to get one of those anti-theft lock devices things for the steering wheel. Once again, I don't know if you saw the last video towards the end, but I did show footage of a few days previously of the shooting. Somebody tried to break into my truck, like somebody got in my truck, and the footage is much longer. I kind of just condensed it, but he's in there for a while, and he removes the ignition thing and then gives up and walks away. But yeah, so that kind of, I was already paranoid about my truck before this happened. So I'm gonna make sure that, because that truck is the unsung hero of this channel. That guy, the truck does not get the respect or the care that it deserves. It has been a workhorse since day one. With all the traveling, all the dirt roads, and I rarely even wash it or anything. So that's gonna change. And whatever money's left over from the donations, I'm gonna look into making a really, really awesome giveaway for you guys. Because I mean, the sooner we can move past this, the better. I don't want to have this negative energy on the channel from now on, where it's doom and gloom, and we're, I don't want us to live in fear, guys. Do these things happen? Do I want people to make sure that they're aware that unforeseen events may occur? There's a danger out there in the world. Of course, I want you to be aware of that, but I also don't want you to live in fear. I mean, there's danger everywhere. Even at home, you can slip in the shower and hurt yourself, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't shower, right? Same thing with the outdoors, guys. So the sooner we can move past this, the better. With that being said, also is next week I will not be filming because I'm focusing on the truck and all that stuff, but I will be releasing a video. It's a catch and cook where we caught some trout from Arizona, Cuervo and I, and then we're gonna cook them up. So my favorite type of videos, catch and cook, really relaxing. Delicious food. Just understand that video was filmed and edited and all that all this mess that happened. So it just got pushed back. I felt like this video needed to take precedence. But yeah, nice and relaxing next week. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay, and then moving on from there, I just want to make a very short, a very small rant. Just let me rant for a little bit, please, if you would humor me. Okay, so like 95%, 96% of comments were, I'm glad you're all right, James, all this stuff. Hope things get better, and that's great. And I'm open for anybody saying anything that they want to say. I'm all for that. I'm an advocate for free speech, to the point that sometimes I look like a damn fool when I let people just run their mouths, and I'm like, well, that's their right to say that. But sometimes people are just dumb, okay? And it really bothered me. A couple of people, just a very small handful, but they saw the situation and they're like, well, you should have been armed. Well, how come you weren't carrying? Something like along those lines. Guys, I always carry this in my truck every time I leave home. All right, now I avoid showing them on YouTube because YouTube hates us and demonetizes our videos whenever we're processing game and stuff. So I try to play by their rules. Okay, they're the landlords. Okay, but this is my Ruger Mark III. I always have it. Now, is this the end-all, be-all of firearms? No, but I'm proficient with it and I have incredible eyesight. And the point is, I feel okay. Now, some people that are going to roll their eyes that a .22 pistol isn't as powerful for self-defense. You're right. There are stronger calibers, of course, but many people have also died from a .22, okay? It's really about how good you are and shot placement, and that's going to make a big difference, guys. I'm not a professional at that. I'm not a hitman, but, Anyway, I had that on me, guys, but I was sleeping on the ground, on grass. So whenever I have any firearm, whether it's that or my 12 gauge, whatever, I kind of have it protected. So I had that in my backpack outside the hut, right? That a firearm is not a magic wand, guys. It's not. I could have been sleeping next to a fully loaded RPG-7 missile launcher. That doesn't mean that those people were gonna avoid me just because they had some kind of spider sense that, hey, we should avoid that truck because I feel like that guy's. That's not the way the world works, sadly, guys. And so a lot of people were just being dumb, next time carry a gun. It doesn't matter. I did have a gun. But understand, the entire ordeal took a span of 15 seconds. It was quick. You can almost even say it was kind of like a drive-by, okay? They drove up. I could hear music. That's what woke me up. They drove up. They turned around, so they faced the truck from behind. And then they shot about 6 times. Then they rocketed off back down the road where they came from. By the time I ran from my shelter to my truck, which is about 400 feet away, past the bushes in the darkness, half asleep, they were gone, okay? It doesn't matter, once again, if I had, a fully loaded AR-15 ready to go, fully automatic. It doesn't matter. This happened so quickly, guys. Now, there was a moment where I had a chance to take a shot. They were already speeding off down the road, and they were quite a distance already. I would say a quarter mile, probably getting further. And I did aim my weapon. Safety was off. I could have done it, guys, but I decided not to, okay? I was already at a disadvantage in the thing. Now, you could say I was a coward. You could say that, whatever, but I'm a survivor before anything, guys. I decided not to escalate the situation. One, the chances of me getting them was very low at that time. It's a handgun, not a sniper rifle in that distance. No. And two, say I did, and I hurt someone severely. I cripple someone for life. I kill someone. Is it really worth windows? Is it even worth a truck, even if the damage to the truck was more severe? I don't think so. A truck can be repaired, okay? Lives cannot, even if it's idiots' lives. It doesn't matter, okay? And another thing, even if I didn't get them and they heard shots, these guys are already rowdy enough to be shooting at people's vehicles without inspecting if there was somebody in there. If they heard shots and they're already on their party mode, testosterone, boys will be boys mentality, what's to say that they're not going to turn around and come back at me? And here I am with the .22 pistol when there's obviously several people in the vehicle. I can guarantee there was more than one gun, right? So I just turned the odds from bad to worse to me. Now I can run and hide in the desert, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to just fully jack up my truck to the point where now I'm stranded a good 30 miles in complete darkness in the desert from the nearest street light, from the nearest town. That's even just being charitable, guys. There's also a good chance that, say they do find me with the bright headlights of their vehicle, 4x4 truck, and then they just mow me down. And then now they have an excuse. Well, now I was the aggressor. Now I was the one putting their lives in danger, so they had a right to shoot me. It doesn't matter whether they go to court 5 years later and they turn out guilty. I'm already rotting in the cold ground, and I'm sorry, like I said, I'm a survivor first before anything. So all this gung-ho mentality that you would have gone John Wick, you would have gone the Punisher and blasted them, to me is stupid. If they were shooting at me directly, that's one thing, but they shot my truck and left. My life was no longer in an immediate danger, so I'm going to just take the more steadily minded approach to things. And another thing is, all right, I'm going along with this rant, but another thing, guys, is 90% of people who commented stuff like this, they were on Facebook, so I'm able to see their pictures. They're old, obese men wearing glasses. And I'm not trying to be a hater here, but my guy, if this took 15 seconds, you would have not even made it getting out of the shelter before they sped off. Like, sorry, but make sure you can do 2 push-ups before you try to talk down to me about, what you would have done, because I don't know. Anyway, I'm done. I'm not trying to be negative, but I just wanted to get it out of my chest because I just feel a lot of people think that, oh, I'm packing heat, I'm unstoppable. That's not. In fact, if anything, I think it provides, sometimes guns provide an extreme arrogance that we need to keep in check, guys. I talked about gun guys and how I can't stand them. I'm a gun guy. So let's be honest. I got this. I got a 12 gauge, I have a Ruger 1022, and I'm actually saving for something else, but I'll talk about that later. But anyways, just needed to get that out of my system because those people are so annoying. Okay, and I'm almost done with this video, guys. Like I said, I always carry this, the Ruger 1022. Great pistol, by the way. It's mainly for small game, really, because I'm out there and if I run into a rattlesnake, a jackrabbit, whatever the case may be, even if a situation like this where people are around, just the sound of gunshots itself is enough of a deterrent for most people to go on about their way. However, I was already saving to up my game when it comes to personal safety. In fact, if you go back about 2-3 weeks from now when I had an EDC video, I end my EDC update saying that I'm saving up for something, and I didn't want to mention it because, once again, the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube bugs, they pick up on words like that and then they demonetize your stuff. And I like getting paid for my work, so. But I'm saving to get a SIG P365. It's a smaller handgun, but I've shot it before. My buddy Halsey has one, and one time we were shooting, and I found it very comfortable. The caliber is a little bit more intimidating, I guess. It was a really great gun. I really enjoyed it. So I've been saving for that. That's what I'm going to get next because I think that's a stronger weapon. I feel more comfortable with it. When it comes to self-defense, I'm not going to be using it to shoot doves and pigeons, of course, but once again, for a situation where I may need it, be prepared. Like I said in that video, I'm a nerd that loves Boba Fett and dinosaurs and his cats. I stay out of trouble. My hoodlum days are long behind me, back in high school. So to the best of my knowledge, I don't know any feud that I'm involved in. So I just view it as random vandalism, just an extremely stupid form of vandalism these guys did. I don't think they were targeting me in particular, like, hey, that's James Harris's truck, let's blast it. But it's always good to stay prepared. It was funny, though. Somebody did make a funny comment. I do have one feud with one person in this world. That's Phil Anselmo from Pantera, the lead singer of the band Pantera. And one time I was a little hitting the hooch with my buddies, and I did make a post. Every once in a while I make a post about how I can't stand them and all this stuff. And after all this happened, somebody commented, like, are you sure this isn't because of your comments you made about that lead singer of that band? And I thought that was funny. I don't think Phil will ever even know that I exist, but I don't know. I thought that was pretty amusing. But anyway, so we're updating, our firearms for personal safety. Now, luckily, I'm sorry, at the time of that video, at the time of the filming of the shooting, I was filming by myself. So all I had to worry when it comes to safety is myself. Cuervo wasn't there or anything. But normally when we're out there, Cuervo's my little brother. I always feel like I have to protect him. Not that he can't protect himself, but it's just like a mental thing. So the more we can upgrade our stuff, the better. And that's about it, guys. That's about it. I feel like I rambled on enough. I feel like I really let that rant out. And it's a new beginning, guys. It's a new beginning. Like I said, I won't be filming for about a week just to get all this taken care of. That also opens up the doors for me to just do things that I normally kind of put off. I need to clean up this house, man. It's a mess. And because I'm traveling all the time for Fox, it kind of falls to the wayside. So that'll give me a good opportunity to kind of pick up on things I've been slacking on, projects and all that. And yeah, we'll be getting back to filming in about 2 weeks. And once again, thank you for all the outreach, all the support, all the love, guys. That was incredible. And I'm going to make it up to you guys. It looks like that deer hunt that I was planning, because of your support, it looks like we're still on it. Okay, I wasn't needing to cancel it. So fingers crossed. In a couple of weeks, you see, the first time in Junkyard Fox history that we're processing large game, and butchering it, and that opens up the doors to future catch and cook videos, making venison tacos or something like that. So that really exciting stuff. We hit a little bump on the road, but you know what? That's life. And once again, you can't live in fear, guys. So, the chances of this happening again aren't that great. So, I'm not expecting to get shot at, every time I'm out there. So, once again, we're moving forward, guys. And thank you all. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Really, you guys are lifting me during, a really crappy situation. And I don't forget that. So anyways, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all once again for all the love, guys. Thank you all for all the support. And I promise I'm making it up to all of you guys. And we're going to make the best content we've ever made. So thank you for watching, guys, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.